going on, Hitmakers? My name's Joe Melillo. I'm a 41-year-old computer programmer from Brooklyn, New York. And I need to be the next hitmaker. Let me do a song that I've written for you. Hopefully this will be the next big driving song, the biggest one since Tom Cochran's Life is a Highway. It was recorded with acoustic guitar and written on acoustic guitar, but I don't play guitar. So I'm going to do it a cappella, except for this. This is called Exit. The 9-to-5 grind is wearing thin. When the weekend comes, I gotta get rolling. I can't stay cooped up no more. What the hell is life worth living for? Just give me 4 wheels and a smooth open road. I'll hit the gas pedal and won't carry no load. I'll go anywhere that I see fit. Don't even let me see no exit. Nothing makes me feel more alive than getting in my car and taking a drive. With tall green trees and a bright blue sky, I ain't ever gonna wanna fly. Just give me 4 wheels and a smooth open road. I'll hit the gas pedal, I won't carry no load. I'll go anywhere that I see fit. Don't even let me see no exit. That's obviously an excerpt from the song. It's not the entire song, but you guys wanted to keep me to a minute, so I'm keeping it to a minute. This next excerpt is from one of my more successful songs. This made a couple of compilation CDs. It made internet radio play. It's it's in the library for a placement company to get me on television and radio. And I originally wrote it to be a song dedicated to the holiday Thanksgiving, and it became so much more than that. It became just it's not about turkey, it's not about pilgrims, it's about what the holiday is about, which is giving thanks. And I have a lot to be thankful for, which I'll get into in a minute. But this is called For All of This and More. For all the times you made sure I would be well fed. For all the times you made sure I was safe in bed. For the roof over my head. For the bandage when I bled. For all of this and more, I thank you all. For all of this and more, I thank you all. I thank you for my warm and cozy home. And for the urge to walk, explore, and roam. I thank you for the earth and for the stars above. But most of all, I thank you for showing me how to love. For all of this and more, I thank you all. For all of this and more, I thank you all. For all of this and more, I thank you all. And I really do have a lot to be thankful for. Most notably, just the fact that I'm alive. A little over 10 years ago, I suffered a nearly fatal head injury. And the doctors, after I finally went back to work, it was a miracle. And I recognize that, and I'm extremely thankful to everybody who gave me help and the grace of God that I'm here to not only survive but thrive, because I've grabbed life by the horns since that incident. The most important thing I've done since coming to was volunteer with an organization called iMentor, which helps inner city youth expose them to technologies that they wouldn't be exposed to otherwise. And they do this mainly by assigning them a mentor, which is what I would be, and allowing them to email the mentor. So it's a little more than face-to-face. And this is extremely rewarding. This is honestly more rewarding than my songwriting aspirations, more rewarding than my job. Because you don't see the real impact you have on a life until the end of the school year, where you see how much they've grown, and they just thank you for being part of their lives. It's really fantastic. But you want to hear about my musical life, so let's get into that. Early as I can remember, I've always been into music. I've always been, you know, a dancer of some sort. They still call me Dancing Joe because I'll still, every time I'm seeing live bands on the weekend, I'll still be up at the front of the band stage and getting into their groove. And that's not an example of my dancing, but it doesn't matter. I'm here to be a songwriter. When I was younger, I took piano lessons, but I wasn't dexterous enough to be really great at it, so I gave it up. And my singing voice at the time was kind of horrible. I think I had to pull a Peter Brady and wait for my voice to change in order to become to hold a note. But ever since then, a little before my accident, a little after, people would constantly tell me, you know, you'd be awesome if you just took lessons. So I finally looked up a singing teacher, and that's where I met Janie Barnett, who has been the most positive influence on my musical life. She taught me how to breathe properly so that my head injury wouldn't cause me to have headaches and nausea when I was singing powerfully. Now that doesn't happen to me anymore, thanks to Janie. She also expanded my range, just again through breathing, singing lower and easier, singing higher and falsetto and whatnot. But the greatest thing she taught me was exposing me to the world of songwriting. And the first song we wrote together was horrible. It was so horrible I didn't even copyright it. But that's partially because she taught me her way of writing. And I finally found my own way, and it's been so much more rewarding since then. I mean, not only am I getting the emotions that I want out, but I'm conveying them to other people, and that's what's going to be really special about this me in this contest. Is that, you know, the kind of writer I am. I mean, you can be the kind of person who follows the formulas and goes out to write a hit, or you can write from the heart. And it becomes a hit because people relate to it. I'm the latter. I'm that kind of songwriter. It works out great. I mean, when people meet me for the first time, they feel like they've known me for years. You're experiencing that now, aren't you? But anyway, so where was I? I was talking about songwriting. Oh yeah, right. A few of the songs I've written, they're available on iTunes and other download sites, and like I said, for all of this and more, won a lot of accolades. But my most successful endeavor in songwriting is right here. This is Park of the Platypus, my children's book. And we're getting closer now? Okay. Mm-hmm. We're getting close. And this is based off a song I wrote and recorded. And you get a free download of the song with the book. Not that I'm selling it now, I'm just explaining. And this was illustrated by the most important person in my life, and the person who stands to benefit the most should I become a hit songwriter. Right here, my 11-year-old niece Sammy. She's great. If it wasn't for her, I would have never been able to afford to put this book out. This book has been a big sacrifice financially. It never did make back the money that I spent on it, but I'm not done with it yet. I know that every person who has gotten this book, parents and children alike, have been extremely impressed with it and touched by it. And if I had the funds to get the marketing international, I know this would be a fantastic success. But that's, again, going back, you know, that's my goal, is to touch people, is to bring a positive effect on their life, make them feel something that they haven't felt. And you know, I'm done with the corporate life. You know, I've sacrificed a lot of my childhood to build up a nest egg to send myself to college, with the help of my parents, and you know, I'm ready now to, instead of living the safe corporate life, I'm ready to go out and write songs and help my parents and my niece and bring a smile to people. And that's why I need to be the next hit maker. Thanks a lot.